So what is going on, guys? It's Triple G here, back with another Suicide Squad video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the endgame in Suicide Squad and how it works and why I believe it is incredibly fun and rewarding for a player. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel or join me over on Twitch. I stream 6 times a week, and otherwise, let's get straight into this video. So you've beaten the story, and now it's time to play the endgame. Now the endgame in Suicide Squad is about Finite Crisis. Finite Crisis is a ranking system that will allow you, as you go up the ranking system, to unlock more gear. Now to rank up your Finite Crisis, you need to play the endgame activities. Each of these activities have mastery levels to them, and the higher you go through those mastery levels, the more Finite Crisis rank you get, which in turn unlocks new infinitely set rewards. So there are 4 incursions for you to do in order to rank up the mastery levels. Let's have a look at each one. So the first one is World's Unfair. This is a mission type that you will have seen in the story, where you need to clear the rooftops of enemies to remove the shields from the crystals. Once you have destroyed all the crystals linked to an incubator, then you can destroy the incubator. So this is a very similar mission to what you will have seen in the story, where you need to clear all the incubators on the map and then get out. But beware, as you go up the mastery levels, this will get much more difficult. The second incursion mission is Sending a Signal. This is a simpler mission. You will need to protect a beacon and kill as many enemies as possible. Once you have killed the enemies for a particular round, you will then go on to the next round, culminating in a final round where you will have to take on some Batman-infused destroyers. Kill all 3 waves, and then you will have done that and you will rank up your mastery levels. The third incursion mission is Invasive Species. This is where we protect Ivy's plant. This incursion gives you 3 objectives plus Ivy's plant. You will need to clear the enemies that are pulsing on the minimap. You will need to make sure that all the enemies are cleared off the platforms around them, so that Ivy's plant can charge up to full. You will see this previewed on the top of your screen. Once the bar is completely full, you will then be able to leave the mission. The bar will not charge while any of the points are glowing red, so just take that into mind. Prioritize the enemies that are on the platforms in order to give you the fastest clear time. The final incursion activity is Killing Time. Now Killing Time is a straight up horde mode where the more you kill, the more time you have in there, and whilst you're doing that, eventually the more enemies you kill, the mastery levels will go up, meaning that the enemies get tougher, but the rewards get better as well. Each 10 levels you will unlock a gear item going up to 50. This is a great place for resources as well as gear farming, but remember that you only have 3 revives here in the normal mode. If you die, you do not get your reward, so you have to extract. There is also a hardcore mode for Killing Time, which will just give you the 1 life, and if you go down once, you're done. Now, playing the endgame isn't just about grinding all the way up to the highest mastery level you can. It's also, of course, about the loot. That's why we're here. You can get villainous, infamy sets, and notorious gear from these mastery levels. There are 3 gear sets to obtain in the endgame. I have a specific video breaking these down, but they are incredible, and these will give you the damage boosts you need to keep pushing high up in the mastery levels. Of course, this wouldn't be endgame without mutators and weather. Now, there are 6 mutators here on the screen at the moment, each doing a different ability. So whilst enemies will have larger health pools as you go up, requiring you to do more damage, you will also have to adapt your build to build with the different mutators that the game throws at you as you push up through the mastery levels. I guarantee absolutely everybody hates the weather by mastery level 30. So that's the incursions themselves, but how do you get into them? So they are shown on the map on the bottom left of the screen here. These are the 3 incursions that you can grind up the mastery, and then you also have Killing Time up the top right of the map. Now, it isn't free to do these endgame activities. You will need to farm resources, in this case Promethium. You'll see this as the green P at the bottom of this square here, and you will also see how much you have at the top center of your screen. Now, once you have run out of Promethium, you will then need to farm Promethium in the actual world of Metropolis as well. So you'll see here that you have missions here. This would reward you with 507 Promethium. Each mission will reward you with differing amounts here, and so you will need to be grinding these up. A little tip here is to make sure that you are always on the highest difficulty that you can. If you're finding Metropolis too easy, change the difficulty, because this will increase the resources that you are able to obtain, making it faster for you to get back in and grind that end game. So once you have got enough resources, you'll be able to then go over to one of the 4 incursion missions and try and attempt one. You'll be presented with this screen, which gives you a breakdown of what you've selected. So you'll be able to select difficulty on the left-hand side. Now, just a thing to note, that the 3 incursion missions, the beacon mission, the plant mission, and the incubator mission, they are linked. You can't just grind one all the way up to 100 without playing the others as well. So you need to go around in a triangle and rank them up together. You can jump 2 or 3 levels up, so you don't need to do each one individually, but it is worth going around because you cannot go all the way in just one single incursion. Once you have selected the difficulty, you will pay your amount, but be sure to make note that you cannot change your loader and talents in the mission. So make sure that you are gear ready. Everything is in the right position, ready for you to take on that end game. Another thing to note is, as you scroll down, you'll see when you'll start to unlock the 2nd gear set, and then ultimately the 3rd as you start to go through. This gives you the incentive of know that when you will start to see those tier 2 and tier 3 gear sets drop, and they will give you significant damage increases when playing the end game. Guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider subscribing to the channel or join me over on stream, as I stream 6 times a week, and otherwise I'll catch you on the flip.